Public schools across Texas can have the option to keep classrooms closed a little bit longer. KVUE's Mari Salazar joins us now live with these revised guidelines from the TEA. Mari, I know a lot of schools were anticipating some of these changes.
Terry, many school districts were asking to suspend in-person learning for a period of time and also money for virtual learning. The TEA released 9 pages of new guidelines today, and they hope that this is something that could help schools prepare for the new year. The start of the school year is almost a month away for most districts. The Texas Education Agency says schools will now be able to keep kids out of classrooms for the first 4 weeks of school.
The guidance that we've provided today allows school systems to have that flexibility to serve their students effectively while also making sure that everyone remains safe during this time period, students and staff especially.
After the first month, Texas Commissioner of Education Mike Morath says school boards can vote to extend online learning by another 4 weeks. The TEA would need to issue a waiver for each district that makes the request. Students who need internet or a computer are allowed on campus every day during this transition period. As for attendance, documents show students must attend 90% of the days a course is offered, with some exceptions, to get credit or move on to the next grade. The TEA says school systems should work with teachers and staff to let them work remotely. Governor Abbott also announced $200 million will be allocated to the TEA for virtual learning devices and home internet.
The vast majority of school systems in the state of Texas will start with some amount of on-campus instruction on their normal schedule. Some school systems are delaying that, and then we're also starting to see some local public health orders that are of relevance.
Morath says they've had constant communication with school leaders this whole time, and this was a decision due to changing public health conditions.
So we'll be working really hard on making sure that as we start in-person instruction again, whenever that is, that we are able to do that safely for our students and for our faculty.
Leander ISD Superintendent Bruce Gearing says they're grateful for the extra time.
The only tricky part for us is timing, but we know that in this rapidly changing environment, timing is very challenging for everybody.
And another major takeaway with school board approval, school systems do have the chance to convert high schools into full-time hybrid models, which means some kids will be learning from home while some kids will be learning in school. Commissioner Mike Morath mentions that they know that it is valuable for kids to be learning in school and they don't want to fully close them unless they have to. And we have all of the TEA guidelines on KVUE.com if you want to read through those. Reporting live from East Austin, Mari Salazar, KVUE News.